Okay, picture this, Canada, the land of maple syrup, hockey, and, wait for it, tropical beaches? Yep. There was a time when the Great White North almost had its very own Caribbean paradise. And no, I'm not talking about a Tim Hortons opening in Cuba. I'm talking about the tiny island paradise of Turks and Caicos, which has tried multiple times to join Canada. And somehow, we fumbled the bag. How did we let this golden, sandy, sun-soaked opportunity slip away? Let's dive in. The first time Canada flirted with the idea of going tropical was way back in 1917. Prime Minister Robert Borden, you know, the guy on the $100 bill, was out here with a vision. His plan? Add some Caribbean spice to Canada's painfully cold life. Turks and Caicos was struggling economically, and Canada was like, hey, wanna join our squad? And what did the British Empire say? Nope. Britain was like, sorry, Canada, we're keeping this one. And that was the end of that, or so we thought. Fast forward to the 1970s. Bell bottoms are huge, disco is alive, and Turks and Caicos is back, baby. The island's politicians were looking at Canada and thinking, you guys seem chill. Wanna make this official? And Canada? Crickets. This was a prime opportunity for Canada to say yes. Imagine the possibilities, no more paying thousands for a beach vacation, you just hop on a short flight and boom. Canadian tropics. But nope, Canada stayed indecisive, like a person staring at a Tim Hortons menu for too long. Then came the early 2000s, arguably Canada's golden age. The Raptors were kinda good, Avril Lavigne was ruling the airwaves, and guess what? Turks and Caicos came knocking again. In 2004, Canadian MPs actually discussed the idea of making Turks and Caicos our 11th province. And just when it looked like this love story might actually happen, our government did what it does best, endless debates and no action. At this point, Turks and Caicos must have felt like someone being friend-zoned over and over again. So why didn't Canada just say yes? Well, there were a few issues. 1. Logistics. Turks and Caicos is 3,000 kilometers away from Canada, which is a bit of a commute, even for a country that stretches from Newfoundland to Vancouver. 2. Politics. The island wasn't entirely sure if it wanted to be Canadian, or just have a special relationship, like that awkward "are we dating or not" phase. 3. Canada being Canada. We're just too polite to make bold moves. But just imagine. If we had actually done it, Canada would be the only country with both igloos and palm trees. Instead of complaining about snow, we'd be debating the best jerk chicken spots. Winter vacations? Who needs them? We'd just fly to Canadian Turks and Caicos. And Tim Hortons might have actual iced coffee, instead of whatever they're trying to pass off as cold brew. But nope. Here we are, still shivering, still overpaying for all-inclusive resorts, while Turks and Caicos remains a missed Canadian opportunity. So, will Canada ever make this happen? Who knows? Maybe one day, our politicians will wake up and say, you know what? We deserve this. But until then, keep dreaming, Canada. Keep dreaming.